All right, good to go.
All right, welcome everybody. Aloha. We're dressed up for summertime. I'd like to call open session to order. Do we have any public comments for closed session items only?
Nothing for closed session.
All right, welcome everybody. Aloha. We're dressed up for summertime. I'd like to call open session to order. Never do that. For summertime. I'd like to
We're looping.
get the beatbox.
You're sitting around now.
It isn't around.
Sounds like a busy board. We have 150 people in here.
Good now.
That's it. We are loving it. So about that summer dance party? Apparently. We are loving it. So about that summer dance party?
Here we go.
Is it that it's the volume's on perhaps? Renee, is it?
Oh,
That's it.
so sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. And then it won't be like that on Zoom, right?
Once we switch over to private, should be okay.
Okay, let's switch over. Yeah. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gray.
Here.
Trustee Jackson Miller.
Here.
Trustee Donnelly.
Aloha.
Trustee Dickinson.
Here.
Trustee Edmondson.
Present. All right, the board is convening to close session. Yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Is it public comment? Yeah,
Not yet, but in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm the only one.
We're super excited to have you. We're gonna wear these Hawaiian shirts much more often. now.
Yeah.
Always have important information ready. You sign them here. It's up to you. You don't want to take this. I will take that. I think that means cover. Okay. Do you think? I think so. Yes. It is. Okay. You're the one.
No, I will take the form and President Edmondson will.
I think we're waiting for Renee to approve us. Didn't he? Oh, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Open session starting at 6:33. Let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise, put your hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The artwork.
Yeah, yeah. All right, may I have an adoption of the agenda?
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
All right, a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. The report out of closed session is that the board has nothing to report. Do I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
I'll make the motion to adopt the consent agenda.
Second, I'll second. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, the consent passes. All right, moving on to public communications. Do we have any email public communications, Jen? Or Scott?
No.
No, nothing.
I've been
on
checking,
email?
there's nothing on email.
Okay. We have an in-person. So I'll just read this before we start. Members of the audience are welcome to address the board president, the board of trustees during public communications regarding items not listed on the agenda. For items not listed on the agenda, we request that you fill out the form available at the sign-in sheet, which you did. Thank you so much. 3 minutes may be allotted to each speaker on these matters unless such matters are placed on a future agenda item according to law. If the item is on the agenda, you will have the opportunity to speak at the time the agenda item is discussed. Please address the board president. These proceedings are video recorded. So it looks like, Marilyn, would you like to make a public comment?
Hello.
Hello.
So have you been here before? I'm a retired teacher from Pajaro Valley Schools. I retired in 2000. And I feel it's very important that children be in a safe environment and have health provisions. And I want to invite you to a talk related to this topic. 12 reasons why vaccines are the problem, not the solution. A talk by Leon Canero, Tuesday, July 23rd. And it also got in the Good Times, page 13. You can see the announcement of the talk. And the book is called The Unfortunate Truth About Vaccines, Exposing the Vaccine Orthodoxy. And Leon is a retired school psychologist with 35 years of experience who worked with special needs children at the preschool and elementary through high school and post-secondary levels. It was during the early 1990s that he first became aware of the autism epidemic. I think I did too, as an elementary school teacher. While working in Head Start and later in the elementary school system, specifically as part of a diagnostic team evaluating children with autism. This unprecedented rise in autism coincided with a dramatic increase in the number of vaccines that children were being given during that period. His investigation focused on numerous scientific studies that led to the controversial yet undeniable conclusion that vaccines were associated with autism and other neurological disorders, which ultimately led to the unfortunate truth about vaccine. And it's very well documented. And it's hard to put down. I read the first edition. I'm reading the second edition now. Here's a quote. A lie doesn't become truth. Wrong doesn't become right. And evil doesn't become good just because it's accepted by a majority. That's a quote from Booker T. Washington. There's a section in here on here's another quote. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent because they control the minds of the masses. That's a quote by Malcolm X. And this section on pharmaceutical settlements below are the criminal penalties paid out between 2000 and 2022. Total monetary penalties of all drug companies between 2000 and 2022. Can I read this big number? 95,640,438,000. The total number of criminal fines have to do with lying to doctors, falsifying scientific data, withholding negative findings while exaggerating positive findings, fraudulent marketing, promoting unapproved drugs for children, giving kickbacks to doctors in order to promote drugs, etc. And then it gives the monetary fines here, like to Johnson & Johnson, Merck, Pfizer, the same companies doing the COVID shots. I sincerely hope you will get this book and or take the opportunity to hear Leon Canarod at the Tusk Range, not far from here.
Thank you so much for that.
I'll leave you.
We
with
appreciate
this.
public comment. Thank you.
And each of you can have one of these myths and truths about COVID-19.
Okay.
Tell us what's in the shot. And this one, COVID shots for adults and children, what we know now, including quoting Pfizer documents and the CDC.
All right.
Thank you very much. I'm going to look for you there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I'd really
Marilyn.
like to see you there because you always want to learn more. Right?
All right. All right. So that's all we have. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Marilyn.
you.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on to standing reports. Superintendent Turnbull, do you have anything to report?
Oh, we can't hear you.
The old Zoom faux pas. Forgot. Sorry about that. Just real quick, gratitude. So thank you for the governance team for meeting today and addressing a couple of issues that will move things forward in the district. I also wanted to say thank you to Renee and George and Marla and the tech team, especially Renee tonight being there to make this live streaming happen. Really appreciate that. Big shout out to the maintenance team is just doing amazing work during the summer all over the place, but especially at Main Street where we had pretty major leak in the library, but so many people have stepped forward, but the maintenance team has really done amazing work there. And then just let you know, we have a great team here at MTSS representing classified, certificated, and management employees at the conference in Anaheim, learning a lot about building better systems to support students. So just a few quick notes of gratitude.
Great. Thank you. Allison, do you have anything?
I would just like to echo what Scott said. The amazing team we have is really outstanding. It's really nice to be part of such an amazing district, across the board with all employees. So that's
Great.
all I have for today.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
Moving on to items from CSEA. No, any
I didn't get anything from either association. I
from
think
either
they're-
association? We
yeah,
actually,
they're during a well-deserved break.
we like to hear that. We hope that means that they're having an excellent, relaxing summer. All right, moving on to items from trustees.
I have nothing to report. Actually, I went through Soquel Elementary, so I'm putting up the final touches of the solar panels.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be great. Shade parking too.
Yeah, people appreciate it. It's nice. Nothing to report.
Okay,
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report.
all right, nothing to report. Moving on to action items. 7A, consider adopting the resolution approving and authorizing property exchange agreement with the city of Capitola.
I will just say a few quick words about this because the documentation hopefully speaks volumes about the details. But this is a culmination of a lot of work with the city of Capitola in order to just do a small land swap so that ultimately we can benefit the students and the community of Capitola and New Brighton Middle School by having a age-appropriate regulation soccer field there. And we just needed that little bit of extra space, and we had informal talks with the city about that. And that has grown to this very formal documentation of that proposed land exchange. And a lot of work has been done behind the scenes, and we're very grateful to have a partner like the city to even entertain this thought. So I'm just hoping that the board will consider approving that so we can move forward with all the great plans for a new and improved field out there.
Great, thank you. Any questions or comments from the board?
No questions for me. Just echoing, I think from the board side of things as well, how excellent it is that the district and the city can collaborate on projects like this, because it's really going to benefit our students for generations to come to have a field of this caliber, but it's also something that the community will be able to have access to. And so it's improved services for everyone. So I'm really glad that we're able to partner. And thank you to Scott and your team for facilitating that.
Yeah, I'll just jump in that we're so grateful to on the board side to do kind of the formal part of this and approve that. Just so grateful to be a part of this project that you guys are doing such a great job on. I'm so excited for where this is headed.
Yeah, it's been a long time waiting and talking. And finally, it's happening. I said, no, it's finally, I mean, I could be impatient, I want everything now, but it's finally happening. So it's great. When are the lights going in?
Yeah, and I'd like to thank the city of
I'm not touching that one.
Capitola
I'm going.
and make sure that we know, they know how much
Mhm.
we appreciate them being so open and transparent
Yeah.
and working with us to make this deal happen. I think, Scott, your team obviously has done a phenomenal job, and I'd also like to thank the board members too. I know a lot of them have gone out of their way to have communications with the city and Scott and making this whole thing happen. So this was a great team effort. Thanks, everyone.
All right, so it sounds like we have no questions or comments. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make the motion to,
Excellent.
well, you want to do it?
Sure,
Yes.
Okay.
I don't care.
You wanna check
I think
with
we're all
public
there
comment before
too.
we vote?
Oh, check with the public.
Just to see if we have any public comment before
Do
we
we
vote.
have any public questions or comments?
Rochambeau.
There's nothing on email.
All right, thanks.
Go.
Do we have any in-person public comments about the field or the land swap?
I haven't seen the maps. Can you explain what the area is being traded and?
No,
or is there-
we've already done that.
It's just a small chunk of the Monterey Park.
Yes,
And then we're gonna give them a small chunk of New Brighton, and then we're gonna be able to build a regulation size field for our students. So
oh,
it's a win-win on both sides, and the city's just been wonderful with being flexible. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. It's an exchange of like one corner for
Yes.
another corner and then one little strip
Yeah.
and another little section so that we can fit the right side field. So it's really going to enhance our students' ability to get outside. We have a really great PE program at New Brighton.
Yes.
But this is gonna really, really help our teachers and our students out. So they have like top class
Yeah.
outdoor experiences.
Yeah.
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 Exercise is so.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, totally.
Thank you.
All right. So, no more questions. We're good. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion to adopt the resolution approving and authorizing property exchange agreement with the city of Capitola.
All
I'll
right.
be happy to second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
You have to,
And this is a resolution, so we're doing a roll call.
right,
Trustee Gray,
Aye.
trustee Jackson Miller,
Aye.
trustee Donnelly,
aye,
trustee Dickinson.
Aye.
Trustee Edmondson.
Aye. All right, the motion passes 5-0. That is the end of our action items. Any correspondence? All right, future agenda items. All right, do
don't
I have
have
a motion to, oh, Scott, is that
I'm sorry.
something?
I don't have anything else. I just, did we vote on the consent agenda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. I think I just blanked out for a minute. Sorry.
There's something pretty important in there, isn't there?
Right. One little there.
Over on hers.
yeah, we're gonna pull that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. Welcome back to Principal
Yeah,
Rogers.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, exciting.
It's really gonna be a stabilizing
Yeah.
force, so yes.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
All right, a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Happy summer.
Happy summer.
Aloha.
Shortest meeting ever.
Yeah. Yeah.